LVMH stands for Moet Hennessy Louis Vuitton, a luxury goods company, and it operates in 5 areas.
Yeah, so it's got the booze business, and I think that is important. We're not going to talk about anyone else's booze business, but really its the core was the Louis Vuitton fashion and leather goods business, the luxury luggage that was the core and establishment. Then there's the whole watches and jewelry business with Tag Heuer and so on and so forth, and then a retail business. You sure are familiar with the Sephora stores.
I am familiar with the Sephora stores. Market cap here, $92.7 billion US, a PE of 22.4, and a dividend yield of 1.7. LVMH, your thoughts?
My concern, and we spoke about it just before the show started, the LVMH share price over the past 5 years has shown very little growth. In fact, over the past year, it started at about 160
While you're talking, let's get that share price graph up, Syd, and then you can refer to it.
It started the year at about 160, dropped to 130 odd dollars, and it's back, euro, sorry, it's back to 100 and just over 160, 167 or something.
That is the US dollar price of the ADR,
yeah,
but you're right, you can convert that.
I was looking at the
back.
euro price, and it's about 167 at the moment. So over the past year, the share price has done nothing, but over the past 5 years, from 130 odd to 160 odd, it's not a great performance. That's one of the concerns I have.
In other words, it's going nowhere. Would you reiterate those sentiments?
Look, it had nice results which surprised the market and had a nice bounce at the end there. You can't really see it, but at least it's going in the right direction. Exactly. That was like last week and a half. Look, the booze business continues to do very well. It's the joint venture around the world, and that's all of the champagnes. It does very, very well, particularly in regions where people want to look and feel smart about themselves, like Nigeria and elsewhere. Those brands are unassailable. The watch part of the business is battling, yes. That's Bulgari as well as Tag Heuer. That we can accept. What is doing very well are the stores. Sephora is doing extremely well, apparently, because people want to take selfies of themselves now.
But it's a very small part of the business. The watch business is a big part of the operation, but the watch brands they have are not the very top-end brands. I mean, when I think top-end watch, I'm thinking Patek Philippe. You know, that's the world's leading watch brand.
You're in a league of your own.
No. But I mean, their watch brands are in a different, are at a much lower price point, and there's a lot of competition in that segment of the market. If I wanted to be in the alcohol part of their business, I'd be in one of their competitors where I could buy an alcohol business directly.
So you can buy like Diageo, which in fact is the company.
We're not
that
getting
has
a good sense from you, Syd, that this has potential going forward.
I'm not that hot on it because I think there are better propositions elsewhere.
Well, let's call this one at this stage.
Yes, that's fine. So talking about management, Bernard Arnault is the guy who's a 67-year-old, second richest man in France, 14th richest person in the world. He is the driving force behind the group. I think he's going to continue to do very well. I think luxury goods businesses, for the reasons we mentioned at the top of the show, are all too cheap relative to their future earnings.
So you are hot on LVMH.